G'day, legends. Welcome to the Thursday Sesh on Celtic Down Under. I'm your host, Jared. And what I thought I'd do tonight is time got away from us a bit during the day. Just not going to be doing a full on proper pod tonight, go for the hour or whatever. So I thought I'd just jump on, put together a quick little video, a couple of talking points, and see how that goes. So let us know if you like this format, because if you do, then I'm happy to do this during the season a bit more. If there's the odd show where it's like a solo one, or even during international breaks, get on and do this sort of thing. So just trying something new here. Let me know what your thoughts are on it and how it goes. So yeah, what we'll do is we'll just crack on right into it, and got a few little talking points. So obviously we all know about the current battle between Celtic fan supporters, from whether it's CSCs, the fan media and everything, and the Celtic board, right? The majority of us, a lot of us aren't happy with what's going on at the club. So I was thinking about that today, and I was thinking, imagine you get into a situation where you can actually go and ask questions of the board, the main people in the Celtic boardroom, who the most things. So your Michael Nicholsons, your Peter Lawwells, your Dermot Desmonds, those sort of guys. If you get to that level and you can just go, all right, you've got 5 questions. What do you want to ask them? I put together a list of things I would love to have the opportunity to ask them on behalf of the Celtic fan base, just so that I can find out what the reasoning behind it is. So the first one I would ask is, why do we need to have so much cash in the bank, and what are the plans for it? Like, I know we spoke with Liam a while back, and he was saying that it costs the club about £6 million a year for holding that money in terms of interest, like in what we've got to pay, like tax on the interest that we're making on it. So if that's how I've understood it, I might be wrong, but that's a player of Jota CCV caliber. That's a first team starter for us. So why do we hold so much cash and not reinvest it? So what's the plan for it? Are they planning on, you know, improving the stadium? Because that's the next question I've got. If you're not going to spend it on players, what are your plans to improve the stadium? Celtic Park's looking a bit old and dated. Not much has been done since the 90s. There's some rusty scaffolding and bits around the outside. It needs some work. So what are their plans? Are they planning on doing up the main stand at some point? Are they looking to improve the seating, the scoreboard they did a few years back? They did the heating under the pitch a little while ago. Are they going to put more safe standing in there? What are they planning on doing? Because the stadium needs to constantly evolve. Otherwise, you end up with a thing like Man United has down at Old Trafford, where there's a waterfall off the roof of their stadium into the crowd. So, what's the plan for the stadium? If you're not planning on doing something for the stadium, then what's the plan to improve club infrastructure? Are you going to improve Lennoxtown? You've just done Barrowfield, great. That's well and good for the youth academy and the women's team. But are you going to look to improve the club infrastructure like Lennoxtown? Are you going to, you know, doesn't look like it's happening, but are we going to get a new ticket office? Are we going to get a new Celtic superstore? Are we going to get a club museum? Are we going to improve the Celtic Way in the surrounding areas of the stadium? Are we going to build the hotel? Clearly not. But if you build a hotel, that's something that you're playing, what is it, 30 odd home games a year? So what are you going to do the other 300 odd days a year? That's something you can make money on. A hotel, restaurants around the stadium, things like that. Revitalise the area around Celtic Park. Maybe that's something for them to look at. Who knows? So I'd love to know what they're thinking. The next one would be, why are we struggling to recruit new players with so much money on hand? Like, that's the one, going back to the recruitment. And that ties into my next question as well, which is about the wage structure at the club. Apparently, Kieran Tierney's on about 50K a week, and he's the top earner. And then the next top earners is like Calmac, around the 38 to 40 range. That's a pittance at top level football, particularly for a Champions League level club. So, is the club wage structure going to be changed to pay higher wages to attract better players? So, if we go out there and try and get starting level players, are we going to pay them a starting level wage, or are we going to keep going with the current structure that we have, which is very similar to what it was under Martin O'Neill in the early 2000s? So, those are the main things I'd want to know. What are the plans? If there was a way to get that information out of the club, you could go a long way to, you know, sorting out a few of these issues that, some of the fans have with the Celtic Football Club board at the moment. So, yeah, get in the comments. Let me know if you were able to ask the board any questions, what would they be? And what you're trying to get out of by asking that question. I'd love to get read the room, feel more of what you guys are thinking about the games and the board and everything. So let me know in the comments. Try and get back to you in the comments as well and respond. See how we go. So that's the main thing that I wanted to talk about today. Well, one of the three main things. The second one is Alistair Johnston has said in a appearance on the Park the Bus podcast that he is ahead of schedule in his return from his hamstring injury. Brilliant news. So the quote was, "When the injury originally happened, I feared the worst. It's a pretty significant injury, but I'm actually ahead of schedule. Still a long way to go. I'm not really going to put a timeline on it yet. I'm taking it day by day, but I feel really good. I feel like I'm ready to go back out there and play, but a lot of the boxes still need to be ticked. I'm taking it day by day, but I'm hoping to be back earlier than originally expected." So when he got hurt, Brendan Rodgers come out and says probably looking about 12 weeks on the sideline. So it was ahead of schedule. That's great news, especially with Ralston being injured as well. I think Colby Donovan has done a great job whenever he's came in this season. He's appeared in the first team. He's looked the part, physically imposing. He's not looking like a wee boy coming into the team who needs to, eat a lot of chicken and rice and get in the gym. He actually looks ready to contribute straight away from a physical perspective, and he's been playing really well from what I've seen. So, like, I'm happy with Colby to keep doing the job. We always talk about wanting to have the third string guy being that youth guy trying to step in and have that production line where Alistair Johnston's your starter, the Bricky's his backup. So then Johnston goes down injured, the Bricky steps up, Colby becomes the backup and steps up a spot, and you go on like that. So it's good to see that happening there. Yeah, let's see how we go with another game on the weekend for Colby starting at right back, more than likely. And that ties into the last thing I wanted to talk about on this quick little video with you all is we're playing on Sunday in the oldest Glasgow derby in existence now, I suppose, since the Huns died and everything, and we're playing Partick Thistle at Firhill in the League Cup quarterfinals. So I think it's going to be a bit of an interesting game. We'll see how much squad rotation there is. Because it's only one game a week at the moment, will Brendan go with a full strength lineup? I doubt it. Will we rotate some players in? I hope so. It's a good opportunity to get some minutes in the leg of some guys there that haven't really played very much this season. So realistically, I'm thinking this is the sort of game where I want to see Bernardo start. I want to see Engels start. Donovan will be in there. I want to see Casper rested. So do we go with Doohan? Do we go with our other keeper? I don't know why I'm having a mental blank right now. But yeah, definitely we need to be getting some players rotated in there. So yeah, for me, it's going to be an interesting game. But yeah, it's going to be what do we got here? Yeah, Sinisalo. Why did I have a mental blank like that? I'm sitting there, I'm just going, can't remember it. Billy Sinisalo, he needs to be starting 100%. So I'm thinking this is a game where we can go out there, get aggressive, rotate some players in, and see what we've got. Basically, I'd love to. I think it's going to be a pretty open scoring game, open game, high scoring for us because it's a cup game. Like, what's the purpose of you don't play for a draw in a cup game? So Partick Thistle will come out and they'll have a crack as well. So yeah, I'm just thinking we'll go a starting lineup of Sinisalo in goals, and then we'll go Srirachi at left back. Right back will be Donovan, and then at the centre backs, I wouldn't mind seeing it'll probably be Scales and Dane Murray next to him. Middle of the park, Bernardo, Engels, and McCowan. And then up front, I think it's a good game for us, a good opportunity for us to possibly see. Will we see Shin start? Wouldn't mind it if Johnny Kenny's going to be. If he's fit, is he back into the squad potentially? But I really think we're going to see Big Cal's and Nacho getting out there and getting a start. And then on the wings, you'll probably have Yang will get an appearance. I'd love to see Balakwisha get some minutes into him and get out there and make a bit of an impact. Apparently, he's only had one touch in the opposition box in 130 something minutes of football. So, yeah, I just want to see him get out there and impact the game a little bit more. So, yeah, what I'll do there, my score prediction for that game is we'll win 4-1. The one will be from the most ridiculous pinballed own goal ever. There you go. Henacho will score 2. Yang will score 1, and Big Scales with a header from a corner. That's what I'm thinking. So, yeah, let us know what your starting lineup will be for the weekend's game. Your score prediction in the comments. Like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. Let me know as well in the comments what your thoughts are on these short videos, if this is something you want to see more of throughout the season. But other than that, I'll leave it there. Hail, hail. Thanks for tuning in, and go and have a great weekend, all yous. See you on Monday for the pot noodle. Hail, hail.